Hello, everyone. I am going to be explaining the informative annotated bibliography. As you all know, you've handed in your informative topics. I'm going to be getting those back to you tonight. You need your topic before you start this assignment. Now, this assignment, I'm going to be explaining it, but the truth is, under content, there's a large document that has everything you'd ever want to know about this assignment within it. And for a lot of people, that's all you really need, but some people like to hear an actual person talk about the assignment. And so if you and I, if we had a face-to-face course and we were meeting on Mondays at Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m., this is how I would explain the assignment. So hopefully it gives you a little better understanding of it. Basically what you're going to do is you need to find three sources that are going to be in your informative speech. So if you're doing a speech on yoga, you're going to find 3 articles, scholarly articles about yoga, which means you do need to use a scholarly database. It can be through USD, but there are also some other options in the case that you've used databases before, but using a research database is really the best way to ensure that it's a scholarly article. So you're going to follow the links within that document to then find these articles. So what's going to happen is you're going to find an article. Maybe it's an article about yoga and the positive health benefits. So what you're going to do is you find that article. You're going to cite the article in APA. So that's just sort of 1 or 2 lines in APA. And you may need to refresh your memory or learn a bit about APA, so click on some of the links within that document. You'll cite that in APA, and then what you're going to do is you're going to simply write a paragraph. It's 100 to 150 words. And what you're going to do is, it's really nice for me, is you're going to tell me why this is a good article, why you're going to use it in your speech in that paragraph. So again, you're going to cite the article in APA, and then you're going to provide this paragraph. The paragraph will do 3 things. It will summarize, it will assess, and it will connect. So summarize first. You will tell me what the article is about. This article covered this and this and this. Number 2, assess. This is the important part. You're going to tell me, why is the article credible? Is it a recent article? Is it biased? Is the author credible? Do we know who the author is? Let's be honest. The internet, there's a lot of stuff on there that we don't really know where it came from or who wrote it. You need to know who wrote this article. Do they have a degree? Do they have a background in the topic? Was the article published by a reputable source? Okay, so there's a lot of ways to then tell me that you've assessed it, you've looked at it, and this is why it's a good source. And then last, number 3, you're going to connect. You're going to connect the article with your speech. How are you going to incorporate it into your speech? What are you going to talk about? So those are the 3 areas that you're graded on. So basically your assignment is going to go source number 1 in APA. Here's a paragraph assessing, summarizing, and connecting. Here's another source. Here's the paragraph talking about it. Here's another source. Here's the paragraph talking about it. It's just your 3 sources. Now students will sometimes ask, what if I want to use additional information in my speech? That is okay too. And when you hand in your outline for your speech, you might have a works cited page. In addition to these 3 articles you're using, you might have additional information, okay? And you'll have to say where it came from and that kind of thing too. But really, the annotated bibliography is not terribly difficult. You really just need to find 3 articles. You need to use the database, and that can get a little frustrating. Now, what's interesting about this assignment is typically I will say, ooh, if you have any questions, email me. Just send me an email right away, and I will help you. But the truth is, this is the one assignment that I'm going to say, ooh, don't email me right away. Instead, I encourage you to contact a reference librarian. Now, reference librarians at USD, they are a fantastic resource. If you're having trouble finding an article, if you're using search terms that you think aren't maybe getting information that you want, they are the people that are so wonderful at being able to tweak some of the things you're doing. Every student that has ever emailed me and said, Katie, I'm just not getting anything, I can't find good research, I said, oh, have we tried the reference librarians? After they've called them on the phone or collaborated with them via email, I've had students say, wow, that they really helped me out. They really helped me. And I just think it's a great way for you guys to connect with some other people, also to help you with this assignment. Of course, as always, I will gladly help you with the assignment in any way that I can, but I really encourage you to try that route first. Just a couple other things. your research topic, like I said, sometimes we get a little too focused in. So maybe you're going to talk about the certain pose in yoga, and it's very specific. And if you plug that into the research engine, you might not get much out of it. So you might just have to start with yoga, just that topic, and then see what you get and sift through some of that stuff. Because if you're too focused, and I'm sure you guys have probably talked about that before with search terms, but just try kind of broadening, and then you can always kind of hone in after that. So again, you're going to need to find 3 sources that are going to then be used in your speech. You can't just find the 3 sources, make your annotated bibliography, and then dump them. They have to actually be used in your speech later. So be thinking about that. Like I said, hopefully you find those 3 sources and you feel confident in them. But if you do have issues, of course you can email me. But I really encourage you to try to contact a reference librarian. I think you'll be shocked and amazed how fabulous they are. They're such a nice resource for us to have. As always, have a fantastic week, and you will be getting your personal statement speech feedback back very, very soon as well. So, thanks guys. See you later.